Who are those Christians that the Quran has declared they will be closest in love and affection for you at the time when the Quran was revealed and in time to come, which is Fi'l Mudariya. Because it is with those Christians, first of all, that we must form an alliance. If you do not do it, if you do not form an alliance with such people, تَكُنْ فِتْنَةٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَفَسَادٌ كَبِيرٌ. There will be fitna on earth and great fasad. Fitna is a test, fitna is a trial. Fitna is that which causes you grief, yes, sorrow. And fasad is that which corrupts to the extent that it destroys. So the question is, who are those Christians? At the time when the Quran was revealed, it was very clear who those Christians were. It was Abyssinia. We sent our people to Abyssinia in the first Hijrah. And the Negus of Abyssinia accepted them and gave them asylum. Even when Mecca sent its emissaries, its diplomats, to demand the return of the runaway slaves and semi-slaves, the Negus refused. And he says, live in Abyssinia for as long as you want in peace. He rebuffed and rejected the requests from Mecca. And when he died, Nabi Muhammad ﷺ, when that Christian king died in Abyssinia, the Prophet ﷺ performed the Salatul Janazah for him. Don't come to me with this rubbish. It doesn't have any legs on which to stand, that he had become a Muslim. No, he was still a Christian. And the Prophet ﷺ performed Salatul Janazah in Ghaib for him when he got the news that he was dead. He was still a Christian. So who are those Christians today who yesterday in Abyssinia were the closest in love? They were certainly not the modern Western Christian world of Christianity where a man can marry another man and shamelessly get a marriage certificate. Is that the amount of sense you have in your head? Or is it only peanuts that you have in your head? Can that Christianity be the one that is closest in love and affection for Muslims, which is waging bogus war on Islam, while hiding behind a smoke screen of war and terror? With a mountain of lies trying to paint Islam as a terrorist religion? And you believe that that is the Christian world that will be closest in love? The one that Saudi Arabia is an alliance with? The one that takes Muhammad bin Salman to use him to provoke Sunni Shia civil war? The schoolboy who wants to rule Saudi Arabia? Is that all you have in your head? These are the Christians? Who then are the Christians? That's my question. It seems to me that Iran has a better understanding of who those Christians are than the Sunni world of Islam that is led by this bogus state of Saudi Arabia. Who are those Christians? Are you listening to me? Imran Hosein is misguided. He's a Sufi guy and all these kinds of things they say about me, but they will not answer my questions. Who are those Christians who Allah says in the Quran will be closest in love and affection to Muslims in the time to come, as they were at the time when the Quran was revealed? Because these are the ones with whom we must build friendship and alliance. Number one, they have to be that branch of Christianity or that form of Christianity that we saw in Abyssinia. That's right. And that is before the Western Christianity broke away from Constantinople and went to Rome. That breakaway one in Rome is the one that built a Jewish-Christian alliance, the Zionist alliance. It couldn't be that one. It has to be the one that remained in Constantinople, which is the Orthodox Christian world. That's my first answer to you. Number two, it has to be a Christian world which proudly proclaims that it is Christian. وَلَتَجِدَنَّ أَقْرَبَهُمْ مَوَدَّةً لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا الَّذِينَ قَالُوا inna nasara. They will be a Christian people who proclaim themselves to be Christians. That's their primary identity. On this side, you have secularized Christianity, which hides its religious beliefs, hides its religious identity. Your national identity is what is important. I'm first of all an American and then a Christian. I'm first of all British and then Christian. I'm first of all French and then Christian. But on this side, I'm first of all Christian and then this and then that. It couldn't be Western Christianity. It couldn't be Rome. No, it couldn't be Britain. It couldn't be United States. It couldn't be France. No, it couldn't be Germany. It has to be another part of the Christian world which has not been secularized. Are you listening to me with peanuts in your heads? Those who say Imran Hosein is misguided on this subject. You can rave and rant as you want. If it's the truth, it will survive. If it is the truth, it will triumph over all rivals. Number two. No, this is number three now. ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّ مِنْهُمْ كِسِّسِينَ وَرُهْبَانًا وَأَنَّهُمْ لَا يَسْتَكْبِرُونَ. Number three, in that Christian world you will find the institution of the priesthood intact. كِسِّسِينَ ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّ مِنْهُمْ كِسِّسِينَ. The institution of priesthood is intact. The priest has a very high status in the society. They are like the ulama. Al-ulama warasatul anbiya. They have a very high status in society. The priest in the Western world has a status lower than a cowboy, lower than a Hollywood star, lower than a sportsman. Yeah. The priest has no status in the Western world. But in the Orthodox Christian world, the priest still has a very high status in society, is respected in society. It couldn't be Western Christianity. It couldn't be Washington, which with Saudi Arabia is in alliance for so many wicked years now. Shameless years now, Saudi alliance with Washington. And this is what you like, and this is what you support. Shame on you. Waruhbana, number four. That in this Christianity, not only do you have the institution of the priesthood intact, elevated, but also you have monasticism, the Ruhbaniya. In Western Christianity, monasticism has disappeared. Yes, there are many in the Western world perhaps who grieve over it, because in their hearts they still have love and truthfulness in their hearts, and they long for the religious way of life, and they don't like what's happening in the Roman Catholic Church. They don't like what is happening in the Protestant Church and so on. They don't like this business of a man marrying another man and getting a marriage certificate. And when you protest about it, you're told you are suffering from a disease called homophobia. No, there are people in the Western world who don't like that at all, who are protesting against rampant abortion, who are protesting against this stupidity that a girl cannot be married before she's 18 years of age. This is stupidity. This is rubbish. This should be thrown into a garbage bin. And if you support that legislation, that a girl should not be married before she's 18 years of age, don't come to me, I won't shake your hands. No, even if you're a prime minister, don't come to me, I won't shake hands with you. No, there are people like that in the Western world, but the Western world has abandoned monasticism today. It's gone. Finally, it is the Orthodox Christian world today, which is what the Quran is talking about, when it says that these are the ones who will be closest in love and affection for you. And Russia has already said that. Russia has said, we want to build an alliance with the Muslim world. That's right. And the Russian alliance is not based on crookedness. No, not at all. So the Iran is the one who should reach out to Russia. And Iran is building strong ties with Russia and with China in opposition to the Western alliance. Whereas you find Saudi Arabia sunk into the gutter with their alliance with the United States of America. Which one is on the right path? It's time for the Sunni world to get rid of these bogus leaders that we have and get the kind of leaders that they have in Iran, in Ayatollah Khamenei. May Allah protect him and preserve him. He's a good man. I wish we had that kind of leader in the world of Islam today. I'm not a Shia, not at all, but I have to admire that it is Iran which is building an alliance with Russia and with the Orthodox Christian world, by the leaders of the Sunni world of Islam continue to betray us. May Allah guide us on the right path. Thank you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.